guys, General Grunt back with another video, and today we're going to try to get CJ2K, aka Chris Johnson, another 2,000 yard season. Well, if you didn't know, he got cut by the Cardinals back in October, but now he is now on the Titans, and I edited him, or I modified him to what he was when he got his 2,000 yard season. Here are his stats. He has 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 carrying, 98 vision, 92 juke, 92 spin, 72 spin, and 66 trucking. So far we can, but the O-line has one good player, which is an 89. The rest of them are like Bs. Now it's time for Titans versus Raiders. Let's go, Chris Johnson. So we lost our game against the Raiders, and we're going up against the Jaguars, who also lost their game. So we are tied with the Jaguars, and the Colts and the Texans are tied. So let's just see how good we did with Chris Johnson. 83 yards rushing and no touchdowns. So that's got to be improved. Now let's sim against the Jaguars. So we beat the Jaguars. Now we're 1-1, and now we're gonna play the Seahawks next. But first we gotta go check his stats. So far he has 164 yards in 2 games and 32 carries and no touchdowns. He has less than Henry and DeMarco Murray, which have 6 and 99 rushing yards. So now we're gonna have a Seahawks versus Titans. So let's go. So we lost to the Seahawks, so we're 1-2, and we're going up against the 2-1 Texans. And anyone injured? Everyone good? Yes. So let's just sim that game. So we beat the Texans. Chris Johnson has 355 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pretty good. On his way to his 2,000 yards. And now let's see if we can beat the 4-0 Dolphins, which will never happen in real life because they have Jay Cutler. So we beat the Dolphins. No brainer. The Dolphins suck, and they're going to suck the entire year this year. And we're 2-2, but over there we're 3-2. And we beat them 30-26. And Chris Johnson has 451 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Okay, now we gotta defeat the Colts just because. So we beat the Colts. So now we're 4-2, and we're playing up against the 0-6 Browns. And we are at the top of the division, and we're tied with the Texans. And we're the best team in the AFC. We have the best ranking in the AFC, which is not possible. Now we got to beat the Browns with Chris Johnson, so let's go. So now we're on our bye week, and we're at the trade deadline, so we can trade someone if we want to. And we're 5-2, and we beat the Browns 24-10. And Chris Johnson has 528 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. And Henry has 9 rushing touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns for Chris Johnson and 9 for Derrick Henry. How is that possible? So we're playing the 4-4 Ravens. Let's go. Let's just beat them. How did we lose to the Ravens? Now we got to play the Bengals. Do we lose to the Bengals too? Okay, who's injured? Okay, Tanny, Henry, so Henry's out. Sharp is out. No! He's out. No. Oh, Chris Johnson's injured. No. Now we gotta play the 5-4 Steelers, and we don't have him. We have DeMarco Murray. And we don't have Henry. They're all injured. And when he gets injured, we have a 65 overall running back. We know. And he had 528 rushing yards. No, he had 528 rushing yards. He wasn't even close. No, let's just get over with it. Let's just sit to the playoffs. So we are 10-3 with or without Chris Johnson. Is Chris Johnson back? Yes, he is. He's finally back in week 15. And so far, we are the best team in our division. And he has 613 yards. We beat the Cardinals last game, and in the AFC, we have the Titans with the best record, and we're tied with the Dolphins, though. And the Chargers, the Steelers, and the Texans. In the NFC, it's the Falcons, Seahawks, Eagles, Redskins, Giants, and Cardinals. Or whatever. The Cardinals just have horrible. Just horrible. Now, let's just see if we can beat the 49ers. So, we're 11-3 against the 8-6 Rams. Let's just see if we can beat them. So, now we're 11-4. We lost to the Rams. Let's see how much. We lost to the Rams 27-21, which does not seem that bad, but we could have won that game. But we're still winning the division. Now, let's see if we can beat the Jaguars. So, Henry is back, so that's okay, because now if Chris Johnson gets injured, he'll be okay. So I believe we're not in the wild card, because since we're 12-4. So the matchups are the Patriots against the Chargers, Redskins against the Seahawks, Ravens against the Steelers, and Cardinals against the Packers. So let's just see if the Packers win, which probably won't. Now let's just see if any of them win. So we're going to play the 9-7 Patriots at home. So the Patriots beat the Chargers 20-13. The Redskins lost to the Seahawks by 51-21. They lost by 30. And the Ravens lost to the Steelers. And the Arizona Cardinals beat the Packers. I wasn't supporting the Packers right now because they just suck right now because they have no Aaron Rodgers. Okay, Titans, let's just see if you can win your first playoff game in like forever. You got into the playoffs, but you have not won a playoff game in a while. Let's go. We got 11-5 Dolphins against the 12-4 Tennessee Titans. So we're gonna have this matchup, but let's just see the other matchups that went down the divisional round. So the Titans destroyed the Patriots 38-17. The Falcons beat the Cardinals, and the Dolphins beat the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Eagles beat the Seahawks. And now it's Dolphins against Titans and Eagles and Falcons for our trip to the Super Bowl. So let's see if the Titans can beat the Dolphins to go to the Super Bowl. Okay, the Titans beat the Dolphins. Let's just see how much they beat them by. The Dolphins lost by a field goal. Let's just see what happened. So the Dolphins tried to come back in the fourth quarter. Try to get 15 points. They got 15 points and still lost. Good try though, Dolphins, but the Titans kind of beat you with a 247 rushing game and 103 passing game with 20 first downs, 27 punt returns. We had 2 turnovers though. So it's the Titans versus the Falcons. Let's see who will win Super Bowl 52. Before we get to see the Super Bowl champion, let's just see how many rushing yards Chris Johnson had. He had 848. Rip. He did not. He had 5 touchdowns, and then Henry had 11. Oh, that was bad. And the winner of Super Bowl 52 is the Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. They beat the Tennessee Titans 39-28. Didn't go to overtime like last time, but the Falcons got their first ring. The Tennessee Titans still lurking for their first. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like the video. I know we didn't get Chris Johnson to 2,000 yards. I know. Sadness is everywhere. I think that's because he got injured like midway through the season. So, yeah. Bye.